Hey everyone, and welcome to Ola Trader Stories. I'm your host Sam, and today we have a very special guest joining us, Chris, a funded trader from Sydney, Australia. Chris has been on an incredible journey, full of twists and turns, and he's here today to share his story, trading strategies, and the lessons he's picked up along the way. Welcome to the show, Chris. How are you?
Hey Sam, I'm good. Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Great to have you, Chris. Let's just dive right in. Could you tell us a bit about yourself and your journey into trading?
Sure. I've got a background in finance and accounting. I worked as an accountant for about 5 years before I got into trading. It was actually during the pandemic when I had more free time that I started looking into it seriously.
Yeah.
I was initially drawn to stock trading, but soon realized I had a passion for day trading, especially on commodities like gold and silver.
Okay, that's interesting. So what made you transition from stocks to commodities?
I think it was the volatility, honestly. Commodities tend to have these sharp price movements, and I find it fascinating how global events impact their prices almost instantly.
Sure.
Plus, I love the challenges staying on top of news and market conditions. So after dabbing in stocks for a bit, I made the shift to focus mainly on gold.
That's really cool. And did you start at first with your own funds, or did you just jump straight into prop trading?
I started with my own funds initially. Yeah. I built a small account trading gold CFDs and had some success early on, but I quickly realized that to trade larger positions and make meaningful profits, I needed more capital. So that's when I discovered prop trading. So the idea of trading with a firm's capital but still keeping a majority of the profits was appealing. So I started taking challenges with various prop firms.
Oh, that's cool. How was your experience with prop trading? Did you pass the challenges on your first attempt?
No, definitely not. I failed my first 3 challenges.
Okay.
Actually, at the time I was too focused on getting fast results.
Yeah.
I overtrade, rely on just my hunch at times, or take on way too much risk.
Sure.
After those failures, I took a step back and realized I needed to be more disciplined and calculative. So I started studying risk management and refining my strategy. Eventually, I passed my 4th challenge, and that's when things started to click.
That's awesome. I mean, it sounds like you had a good learning curve, but could you tell us a bit about your strategy?
Sure. My strategy revolves around price action trading, but it's very specific to gold. I analyze supply and demand zones, looking for price reactions in those areas. I also use the moving average crossover to confirm the trend direction. Once I identify the zones, I wait for a clear signal, usually a strong engulfing candle or a pin bar before I enter the trade. So I do a lot of fundamental studies as well, but my biggest focus is risk management.
Sure, that's amazing. And what do you follow for risk management?
Risk management is the cornerstone of my strategy. I never risk more than 1% of my account on a single trade, no matter how confident I am in the setup.
Very good.
This keeps my losses manageable and ensures I can survive a string of losing trades.
Sure.
It's all about longevity in the market.
Sure. I mean, that sounds like a solid plan. Do you now trade full-time, or are you still balancing it with other work?
I'm full-time now.
Yeah.
After getting funded and seeing consistent profits, I made the switch. It wasn't easy at first because it's a completely different mindset when you're relying on trading for your income, paying rent, bills, etc. But prop trading has allowed me to grow my capital without risking too much of my own money. So it's been a a game changer for me.
Amazing. That's fantastic to hear. You mentioned earlier you follow global events closely. I mean, how much does that actually play into your trading decisions?
A lot, actually.
Yeah.
Gold is heavily influenced by macroeconomic factors.
Sure.
So I keep a close eye on things like interest rate announcements, geopolitical tensions, and inflation reports. I don't trade on the news itself, but I do adjust my positions or sit out entirely if I expect major volatility.
Yeah.
It's all about finding that balance between being informed and not letting emotions dictate my trades.
Absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Speaking of emotions, trading can be pretty stressful at times, especially during challenges. How do you handle the mental stress?
Honestly, that's been one of the hardest parts.
Yeah.
At the beginning, I get frustrated and try to win back my losses,
Sure.
which just led to more losses. So now I'm much more focused on staying calm, sticking to my plan. My personal loss limit on each trade is 1% of my AC, as I said. So I close that trade and walk away from the screen for the time being. No exceptions. I also meditate and I go for walks to clear my mind when I'm feeling overwhelmed. The mental game is just as important as the technical side.
Sure.
If not more.
Yeah, I mean, that's great advice, Chris. It's all about staying grounded. So what's next for you? Do you have any other goals for your trading journey?
My main goal right now is to scale up.
Yeah.
I'm currently trading a $50,000 funded account, and I'd like to work my way up to $2 million account.
Nice.
But I'm taking it slow. For me, it's more about consistency and building a sustainable trading career. I'm also planning to start mentoring newer traders 2 or 3 years later because I've learned a lot through trial and error, and I'd love to help others avoid some of the mistakes I made early on.
That's fantastic, Chris. Mentoring is just such a great way to give back to the trading community. Helping others avoid those early mistakes can make such a big difference. Speaking of lessons learned, let's talk about something every trader deals with: rule breaches. Have you ever had a moment where you came close?
Yeah,
Yeah.
For sure. It's something every trader faces at some point. I remember early on, I was just focused on trying to win big. There were times when I got overboard and then hit the overall loss limit in a few trades. It's not just about avoiding rule breaches. It's about staying on track, being consistent, and speaking of things that stand out. Another major benefit with Holoprime is their payouts. Yeah. I've never seen payouts this fast anywhere else. You make a withdrawal request, and within an hour, the funds are in your account. It really gives you confidence knowing your profits are instantly accessible.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's amazing.
Definitely. It's those small but crucial things that set them apart. When you feel supported like that, it's easier to focus on trading smarter and scaling up without unnecessary worries.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sang. It's been great talking to you. I hope my experiences can help other traders out there.
I'm sure they will. Best of luck with your future challenges and scaling up to that $2 million account. We'll be rooting for you.
Thanks. I really appreciate it.
And that wraps up today's episode of Ola Trader Stories. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back again with more trader stories and insights. So, see you next time.